Yo, what's up, my awesome mad lads? My name is Mad Dog, and welcome back to Mad Theory, which today we're going to be going to a different Sonic topic, which is Sonic Prime, the new Netflix series that just came out on 15th of December. One thing I actually want to talk about for starters today is the Chaos Council. The Chaos Council has, well, technically, as Sonic says, an Eggman family reunion. There was obviously more than one Eggman in this entire place. I mean, look at all of them. You got Mr. Dr. Eggman. You've got DrDon't, Dr. Deep, DrDone-It, and Dr. Babble. They run all of New York City, which is basically the modernized and city-like version of Green Hill Zone, demolishing the entire freaking island with every single bandit that they've got, using one of the pieces of the Paradox Prism to energize the entire city. But amongst all of these members of the Chaos Council, there have always been one that I've always had interest in. Like, taking a look at every single member of the Chaos Council, all of them mostly have red clothing. Well, some of them maybe. Mr. Dr. Eggman has red clothing, Dr. Babble has red clothing, Dr. Deep has red clothing. So does DrDon't, but I'll get to that at the moment. And as for DrDone-It, well, sort of. You know how usually the original Eggman actually wears red on top and then has a bit of black, perhaps, like black pants and like these giant black shoes that he wears. Also on his jacket, they technically look like to be, you know, yellow buttons or something like that. I mean, that's what we've always seen. That's what Eggman wore like so many times in so many Sonic games, and especially in this series. Sure, the other members of the Chaos Council have like different clothings, but they're all technically the same color in some way. However, take a very good look at DrDon't's clothes. Yes, sure, he does have red clothing, but he doesn't wear it on top. Instead, he wears red underneath, in what appears to be a black jacket with yellow sleeves, yellow pockets. Maybe not so much with the pants, because they are orange with brighter orange polka dots. But the jacket is what stood out to me the most. Who else exactly in the Sonic gaming franchise actually wears a black jacket over red? If there's not one character that wears black over red, then this could only mean one thing. I feel like that DrDon't is not just some ordinary member of the Chaos Council, but he could be a relative member of another Eggman from another dimension. And that, my friends, is Dr. Eggman Nega. It's N-E-G-A. Not the other N-word, because that's not what I said. It's been a while that anyone has ever mentioned about Eggman Nega before, and guess what? I've actually mentioned about him in just one video specifically. And that's right here. If you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out in the description below. Link is down there. So, who, you may ask, is Dr. Eggman Nega? Well, I'm gonna tell you who he is. He is actually an alternative version of the original Dr. Eggman from the games 3,000 years into the future. And not only that, it's not just 3,000 years to the future. There is no Sonic in that dimension as well from where he is. His rival is actually Blaze the cat from the Soul Dimension. If you remember this, then you would probably be familiar with the games Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. Possibly say that Blaze the cat is actually the so-called Sonic in that world. And Eggman Nega is basically the enemy for Blaze the cat. It's kind of like a parallel time, but not really. But it may be possible that Eggman Nega might actually be relatives to DrDon't. So these two are somehow might be relatives. I mean, think about it. As I just said before, they both wear the same colored jacket, black over red. You probably also may realize that, well, there's a bit of yellow on the clothing as well. And same with Dr. Eggman Nega, guess what? He also has a bit of yellow clothing on him, especially when it comes to those yellow boots. If there's not another person who actually wears yellow, then guess what? In Sonic Prime, guess who actually does wear yellow? DrDone-It. He's technically like the grandpa version of the Chaos Council. A grandpa version of Dr. Eggman. Also, take a look at his mustache and beard. Well, mostly the mustache. But the mustache of DrDone-It actually kind of sticks out a lot more. Kind of similar to Eggman Nega's. And also, he wears yellow on top of red, which is a bit of an interesting surprise, but still kind of counts. I mean, it may be possible that even DrDone-It is a relative to Eggman Nega as well. I mean, take a look at these two. I mean, they're the only ones two together that are on the sidelines, while Mr. Dr. Eggman, Dr. Deep, and Dr. Babble have, well, they have their own mechs. So how come these two don't have their own mechs? Why are they always on the sidelines? Have their own mechs? If I were to take a good guess, maybe it might be possible that these two could be working for Eggman Nega, since that technically they're part of the family. Yeah, which would probably also mean that they would live in Blaze as well, the Soul Dimension as well. It could be possible that maybe in the next season, or if there's any going to be other future seasons, that we could possibly even getting Blaze the Cat and the Soul Dimension. And probably it doesn't even have to freaking work by using the Paradox Prism. You don't need it. I mean, you probably will need it, but you don't have to collect a different type of piece. Does this also mean that we'll be getting the Soul Emeralds as well, so we can get Burning Blaze? The Sonic and Blaze team up, anybody? Because I'll admit, I would love to see that. That would be freaking awesome. I've never actually seen an actual gameplay in my life where I've seen Sonic and Blaze team up. Well, in other videos, yes, but I never actually had a chance to actually play that. But I feel like this could be possible, and this could possibly happen if this ever any chances of having even more seasons of Sonic Prime. Aside from the next two that we're waiting for. If so, then we're gonna be ready for what's coming. But what do you guys think? Do you think that DrDon't and DrDone-It could be possibly relatives to Dr. Eggman Nega? Will we actually get to see Blaze the Cat and her world, the Soul Dimension, and will we actually get to see the Soul Emeralds? Please let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching, because we're at the end of this theory today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and click on the notification bell to never miss a video. And as always, my name is Mad Dog, and let your days be mad and rad.